What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Scrubs Allowed podcast, where sports are just dead right now. Seal, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing great. If I had anything Heat related, I do, but it's D-Wade, and I would never do that to him. I would replace that with this great, beautiful Steve Nash Suns jersey because the Heat are dead. I'm smoking this for them. One of the original Cancun boys made it their way the last couple of years to be the later ones, but whenever they started this whole going to Cancun shit, the Heat did get shots fired at them like 4 years ago when this shit started. So I am happy they are out of it. Their fans are delusional. That team was crazy good for what they're set up to be. I, as a Cavs fan, wish that's what our role players played like fucking 2018 for us to be able to go back to back or not 28. Yeah, 2018 whenever fucking JR did that. 2017 when we got fucking swept. Not swept. I think we went 4-1 that series too. But yeah, any time of the 8 straight fucking finals we went to would be great. But nope, we don't have the Max Stresses and the Vincents that they do. And it makes me think, I know I always get long-winded when you're just like, bro, I just ask you how you're doing. But they should get rid of Kyle Lowry and get another big in there to help out Bam, to help out Jimmy Butler, because they seem good with this stress guy being able to shoot threes. And this Vincent dude can put up fucking 20 points. And
Vincent's way better than Lowry
can dime everybody. He can find anybody, everybody, no matter where they're at. He'll find the mismatch. He can work that offense way better than Lowry, like you just said, way better. So they need to get rid of that cat, give that money to somebody else, and then come back and be a threat. Shout out to Jimmy Buckets, bro, for what he did.
Yeah,
that was LeBron, 2007 LeBron-esque, for just having nobody. Like 0 for 14 until Oladipo, and then the next couple games you come out lights out. That was insane.
Well, and even Jimmy sucked in the first half, and then he said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm not about to suck in Game 7. I'm coming out, son."
Yeah, it was nuts. If you looked down for a couple minutes and looked up, either team could be ahead by 5 or 6 points, and they were just down by 3, and you're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
that was a great one.
Yeah, I only watched the second half, so it was pretty cool that that was when it started heating up. No pun intended. But so before we get to basketball, it's crazy because we don't have much to talk about at all. Literally, baseball is the only major sport that's happening, and the biggest headline in baseball is people getting in fights over fantasy football. So it's pretty crazy.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. Apparently, Mike Trout is their commissioner. And so Tommy Pham said that Mike Trout was the worst commissioner in fantasy football, and he could have stopped all that stuff that led to a slap. What is with people slapping so much these days?
I don't understand, but what the fuck's going on with fantasy football right now? Talking about sitting and starting. What are they doing? The USFL football league, fantasy football?
I don't know what they're doing, bro, but it got your boy pretty mad enough to slap a guy.
Yeah, I got him heated, talking about he was mad because he benched somebody who was only out, but he put him in IR.
Yeah.
And he wasn't injured, wasn't on IR. He was just out for the week or some shit, and then went and picked up somebody the other guy was going to get, which we both know that's fantasy football. There's always those assholes that are just going to go pick up guys knowing other people need them.
That's what you're supposed to do, though. That is the point. That's one of the strategies in fantasy football, especially when it comes playoff time and you're ready to fucking not lose.
I did say on this program, though, that if I ever saw that kid who kept doing that R League, I'd probably smack him in the mouth whenever it happened to me in back-to-back weeks. So I can kind of understand, but damn, hey, Jock's this big, wannabe, tough-looking dude, and he just looked at him and
he's a baby, bro. Yeah. He ain't gonna step up to nobody.
He showed his true colors afterwards, talking about it. He looked like he was embarrassed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is embarrassing to be slapped. Like, you never expect it. It's not something that you can prepare for when you're like running through scenarios in your head. You don't think somebody's about to just up and slap you in the middle of a game. It catches you off guard. It caught Chris Rock off guard. It caught Jock. Like, nobody just knows what to do. So it's pretty crazy. But so today, before again basketball, we will talk about the finals eventually. What's up, Seal?
All right. Can we shout out Federer so I can stop with this stupid shit?
Federer sucks, but we can shout out Nadal.
Yeah, Nadal. That's what I meant to say. Nadal. Duh. You get it.
So Rafa Nadal had to play Djokovic. Can we not shout out, by the way, NBC Sports? They're absolute trash. So they are the for whatever reason, they have the partnership with the French Open every year. They don't show live on TV on NBC until the semifinals and beyond. So a matchup between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic did not get televised. I got to watch it because it was on the Tennis Channel, but it didn't
I was
get
about to say I was
televised
able to watch it.
on the main. So like if you don't get the Tennis Channel, but because everybody has
I was
NBC,
out at the bar though.
everybody has NBC, but not everybody has the Tennis Channel. So like YouTube TV subscribers didn't get to watch it. Hulu subscribers didn't get to watch it.
Was that last night or the night before?
So it was in the morning, well, morning-ish, yesterday or 2 days ago. No, yesterday, Tuesday.
I watched them win.
It was like 11:45 on Tuesday. Well, so it would have been like 2:45, 3:00 p.m. your time. But it wasn't televised, which is ridiculous. It might have shown a replay at night or something.
I watched it.
It might have shown a replay. Maybe a replay is televised, but either way, NBC is trash. And for them to not, that is the moneymaker. Any of those three guys playing, which I know Federer doesn't play much anymore, but any of those three guys playing is your moneymaker. Put that shit on TV. I don't know what they were showing. Some Good Morning America or some shit, probably. You don't have to show that. Show the fucking tennis match. And that was pretty crazy. But Nadal looked amazing. He got it done in 4 sets. The 4th set, he was down 5-2. Yeah. Which is nuts. And he came all the way back, forced a tie break, and then won in the tie break. So huge for him. He's got 2 more big matchups to go. He's got to face Zverev tomorrow morning. And then if he wins that, he's got to face probably Cilic. But so a couple of big matchups, but obviously none bigger than Novak Djokovic. So it's exciting that hopefully he can add another French to his resume.
Hell yeah. And it wasn't just because of Nadal that I was wearing this bitch. Did a scrimmage tonight in my league. I was very disappointed in myself in the first couple games. Got it together. Ended up doing fairly well. Stats, they're decent, but they're decent for somebody who fucking plays 15 minutes in the league. I'm trying to dominate this damn league. But yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this bitch because could you, bro? I already, dude. If I fucking, bro, if I fucking throw up 5-6 threes, I'm gonna start hitting some Karate Kid. Oh shit for my celebration.
I have to wear a headband or else my sweat level is ridiculous. I'd be dripping all over the floor.
Oh yeah, I bought a normal one and this one just for obvious swag factor. And I didn't wear either one tonight. And yeah, it's definitely gonna be needed because it was an indoor gym. I didn't know if it was gonna be crazy cold in there and then heat up, but nah, it's pretty hot in there. So
we play with no AC in an indoor gym and it gets hot fast.
So I'm gonna be wearing a headband for sure.
And if you're not the first game, then the teams before you already made it hot and sweaty. So then you just walk into a fucking oven and it's gross. But
we're first game this week.
Yeah, we had our second game. Well, my second game, our third game on Tuesday, and we lost by 4. It really sucks. Rec leagues can be dependent on legs, as we all know. Seals makes everybody have the same team numbers, which is amazing. The other team had 10 guys. We had 6. Well, we started with 5. Our 6 showed up about halfway through the first half. So legs matter, dude. They literally every free throw, like every time there was a major stoppage, they subbed everybody out. It was just ridiculous. They had pretty much mirror images of everybody. They had one of each type of person on the floor at all times because they had like 2 super athletic guys, 2 3-point shooters, 2 really large guys that were going to play center. And so like they literally just were 1 for 1 in all of them. So it kind of got to us. We ended up losing at the end. I'm still in the stage right now where I have to LeBron it. So I play half speed to 3/4 speed on offense, and then I try hard on defense. So the stats aren't there right now, but our team is probably one of the better defensive teams in the league. So as long as we all focus on defense, we're going to stay in a lot of games. So that's pretty exciting. And once I get my conditioning back, I'll be ready for the offense as well.
Yeah, and shout out to my team. All 8 of our guys showed up for our little scrimmage run, and that was dope as hell. So we were able to kind of see what we're going to want to do. And our only thing, like putting ball in basket, literally 1 through 8 is going to be fairly easy to do.
Nice.
It's just going to be getting back on defense and communicating and fucking staying to it. There's one, I'm not going to mention names, but one guy on my team who I was getting really pissed off at, not really running back down on defense and playing. And then when you get the ball, you're a fucking burst of energy. I hate that.
Yeah.
That was me whenever we were fucking 15, 16 years old. And we all know I would beat the shit out of me at 15, 16 years old. And it was rough. But other than that, we're going to be really fucking good. We definitely have size. I think the shortest dude is like 5'11".
Nice. Yeah, my team is the opposite. We run down on defense hard, and then we walk our asses back up on offense and take as much time. We take
See,
the
that's
air
what
out
I
of the ball.
wish we would do. I wish we would. Every time we get a board, we're fucking down. We're running, which is cool to do. Like, get the pace going for the game, but then get into your fucking offense, set some screens, run around.
Yeah.
Like, we got shooters.
We just have people that they get tired pretty quick. So we have to do it because we don't have subs. And it's nice that the whole team understands that. We know where we're at. So that's helpful. We don't have that one guy that's like trying to try hard and be crazy. We got a pretty chill group. We're not going to win a ton of games, but we got a chill group that can continue to grow. And I got a buddy that wants to play next season already. So we're going to start to get some stuff rolling if we can stick together for a few seasons.
That's what's up. And yeah, that's probably one of the good things about y'all's league, that you can build up that chemistry and shit with teams and try to come out of nowhere and win a chip together and really build that bond, build that friendship with people. Because for us, we're playing 7-8 games and then we're going to the playoffs, and you might not even make the damn playoffs. I think only 4 of the 7 teams make the playoffs. So it's more about playing games once a week, and then if you win the chip, cool. If not, I'll see you guys in a couple months to try it again.
All of our teams have a chance. So like, really, if you could go 0 for 8 and win the championship if you just finally get it all together.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because every team makes the playoffs, so you'll be against the best team, so you'll probably lose. But
I've read it. I should have went and looked it up before we. I always like to tell our guests the wrong shit whenever they start listening, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the top 3 teams are automatically in, and then the last 4 teams have a win. Like the two teams play each other,
right?
And then the winner of those 2 games play each other, and then that person is the 4th seed.
Nice.
And then plays the 1st seed, which is going to be us.
Yeah, we all actually make it, but then it's
so everybody's saying it's us, Memphis, and then the don't sleep on team is the Warriors, who have a couple of good shooters on their team. Like, it's not going to be hard for them to put up 50 points in a game, but it's going to be hard for them to not fucking give a 15 20 no just a 15 20 rebound differential in the game.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be really hard for them there, but we play them week 1. No, not the Warriors, but the Grizzlies, the other like good team on paper. We play them week 1, and I like that the commission did that. I'd rather us play them week 1 or the last week. I like that it's week 1 to where there's only going to be one team going for a fucking undefeated season. And it's not going to be all that, I'm better. We'll shut that shit up week 1. You got beat, bro. We'll see you in the finals.
Nice. Yeah. Hopefully that works out. We're just trying to do what we can, win a game, play close. Listen, we're 0-3, but we lost one game by 5 points and one game by 4 points. The other one we lost by like 30, but we are right there with some of the teams, so we'll get it together at some point. Like I said, I met these dudes literally 2 weeks ago and high-fived them before playing the game. So
that's exactly what we did. We had like, hey, what's up? All right, this is our team. Oh, those are the rookies. What's up? Oh, I saw you play last year. What's up, bro? All right, who wants to start? What 5 want to start? All right, cool. 15-minute running clock. Y'all get y'all's 5. Let's play. And you could tell first game 43-25. We lost by 18 points. The last game that we played, same thing, 15-minute running clock. Now this is about 5-6 games in, because winner stays on and a new 5 jumps on.
Gotcha.
But we were the only team there, so it was indoor gym. It was cool as shit. All these guys just showed up to help us out, but they wanted to run too. So if we didn't win, we let 5 new people come on, but we didn't sub in for any of them. We wanted to stay as a team. Gotcha. So it was fun. Last game we won, I think it was 19-14, and I hit a 3. got an and one layup in the last game. So that was 5, and I went 2 for 2 that game. That was 5 of my 7 points all fucking night. It was a rough start, but at the end, I was able to come in, play a good 8-9 minutes, and
Hey,
do work.
that's what it takes. Just getting better every single time. So next week we'll be able to have game updates from both of us, which will be exciting.
I am so excited.
We're
bro.
playing like this really tough team next week, so
I'm gonna have
we'll
nerves,
see.
bro. I already know. Just like it.
Yeah, I
this
airballed the
game-
shit out of a shot last night because I was getting man
Haven't
guarded by
learned
their
from
fucking
tonight.
athletic dude. I don't know why the athletic dude was guarding me for one thing, but their athletic dude was guarding me and they were running man and I could not shake him for shit because I wasn't, like I said, I was running half speed. I was LeBroning it.
Yeah.
So I had just no way of getting away from him, right? Well, one play, he slept on a screen a little bit. And so I got some steps. And as soon as I caught it, I just chucked that bitch up and it airballed like a mile. I was like, oh shit, my bad, guys.
Oh no, yeah. Tonight, my first one had to be a quick shot, and
Yeah.
it looked good, but it was off right because I was on the corner 3 and a back iron went off, and yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah, I hit the rim on
Oh.
my other one. I only took 2 shots all night, but that first one, I was just happy to be open. And I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it
not,
was
but I'm
like-
not shooting that fucking corner 3 first shot next game. I'm definitely hitting
Yeah.
my little corner
Yep.
not corner 3, but the wing, right wing. That's where I hit my 3, and that bitch was smooth. I knew it right whenever I shot that bitch. But that's the easiest spot, bro. I don't see
That's
how
where I
people
shoot
get the
from,
corner
too.
3 because
Yeah.
you have to shoot it straight. At least from that wing, you have a little bit of give way. If you're a little off to the right, it'll still curl in. If you're off to the left, it'll curl in.
Yeah. That's my side too, the right elbow, but extended out.
If you're off, oh, bro, and I was hitting from deep, like in warm-ups, I was hitting from deep, bro, and not
Nice.
even fucking trying to do
Yeah.
like
I hit 4 in a
dude,
row in my warm-ups. And then the game started and I couldn't get open.
like
It
hitting
sucked.
from deep. So if they give me a chance to start shooting, I think I'll be able to do really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get your shots. It sounds like you guys have a good enough team that they'll be able to find you and get open, which is
Oh, yeah.
exciting. So I just have to wait till we play zone. When we play a zone team, like the first week I was getting shots off. I wasn't hitting them, but I was getting shots off. When we play man, I'm just not conditioned enough because if I could get open, but then I wouldn't play defense as well. And I'm not about to do that to my team. So I just go set picks for other people and just try to get them open. All right. So moving on, I just want to ask you, we don't need to talk about it because I haven't seen it, but have you watched that 30 for 30 with the M1 mixtape tour yet?
No, I saw that it was on when we were at this
Yeah.
place, but it came on after the cool ass the NBA 75 greatest. They did that.
Nice.
I was able to watch a little bit of that while baby girl was getting ready in the hotel room. We went and had a daycation out in the beachfront hotel. It was really fucking it was dope as shit. Well
Nice.
worth it. We needed it. But yeah, we found a little spot that had all these little restaurants and bars all within like a 2-block, 3-block radius. Little Palaca blocks too, not big city blocks.
Nice.
Little Palaca blocks, bro. It was like 2 little buildings in a row. Like it was perfect. But I saw that it was on and I was like, fuck, why couldn't we leave at 9?
Yeah.
We left at like 7:40 and I was able to watch that NBA. I hope ESPN app has to get better for these smart TVs and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
so.
ridiculous. I can go on Google and it'll send me onto the app on my phone to be able to watch the pardon the interruption one.
Right.
But when you try to find it on the damn app on your phones and your Xboxes and anything,
It's hard.
TV,
It's so stupid.
you can't fucking find it. And I don't want to have, with iPhones, you have to connect it to your Apple TV. So, no, bro, I don't give a fuck. So I don't have it. I'm not able to watch that. I doubt I'll be able to see the 30 for 31.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, I didn't. I was able to look at it for a little bit. And
I'm excited about it. I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but
nostalgia,
that's one of the ones I want to watch,
bro.
For sure.
Remember, growing up in Jacksonville, that was one of their main cities to go to. They always hit Jacksonville on their tour, and my buddy Drew was into that street ball shit all the time, and he was able to get into a pickup game a couple years. Went with him twice when he was able to get into a pickup game. He was like 3 years older than me, so yeah, he was like 16. No, younger. He was, yeah, because it was when I was going to visit and shit too. So yeah, he was like 14, 15, 16 going out there. and Baldwin, he was good as fuck.
Nice.
He's probably 6'3". He's fat now. Haha, Drew, you're fat. But yeah, that was dope as shit. Being able to go out there and see these guys, and I didn't see the bone collectors and the hot
Right.
sauces and all these people. I saw what was his name? Hey, oh,
Nice.
he was out there. Skip to my Lou was out there running around and shit. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Good
The
time.
professor, my godson.
Professor didn't ever come out there either.
Yeah.
The MC was out there though for the pickup
Nice.
games. We used to always see the pickup games on the mixtape too,
Mhm.
on TV. And we used to watch that shit together. That shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah, it was super cool. So I want to watch it, but I just haven't yet. So, anyways, we'll move on because it's boring when you talk about something you haven't watched yet.
You'll know when I watch it because I'll have that headband on underneath the hat.
Right.
Where did I put the damn headband?
So the last thing I wanted to shout out the Ukraine soccer
Upside down.
team. The Ukraine soccer team got a win today. So
Yeah,
they will be facing Wales, and the winner of that game makes it to the World Cup. The sad thing is that they'll be in the US's group, and it's kind of like who wants to go up against the Ukraine right now? I mean, they're gonna have the world against them. If you are not the fan base that's facing the Ukraine, they're gonna be like cheering for the Ukraine. So if they do get in our group, then it's going to be like a home game for them almost every game. I can just imagine they're going to have the fan support for anyone that's not the fan of the other team. So it could be them, it could be Wales, but a shout out to them. They won 3-0. They looked really good. They looked like the hungrier team. They were on the road. They weren't the team expected to win, and they looked really good. So
yeah, that's cool. It was in Scotland, and they have a lot of help me out here. People who are in a country that's in war, and then they go to another country being saved.
Refugees.
Yeah, refugees. There we go. They have a lot of refugees there in Scotland, and they were giving out tickets to the Ukrainian people to be able to go and watch. Knowing what's going on, they weren't going to make them pay for it and shit. That was really fucking cool of the World Cup to do that, and the arena to knowingly lose out on money to do so.
Yeah.
And that was really fucking cool. And yeah, like you said, man, it's going to be tough. If they're in America, we already got everything against us, and now we're going to have half of our own fucking fan base against us, because we all know America's not all about that war whatsoever. Me and you got into a little Stephen A. and Max argument, going back and forth with each other a little bit. Not so much. I kind of pussied out right off. I mean, I just, but yeah, it's definitely going to be fun to watch. I'm excited to see it. That's kind of an ignorant. They're fun to watch them, but I'm excited to see it. I definitely think they'll be able to get through Wales, and it's going to be crazy, man. Just to even be there, if they get knocked out first round, that's a huge statement to be able to make it.
Yeah, they're really never expected to even make the World Cup. They're not a team that's consistently in the World Cup or anything like that. They're more like the United States in that regard, where like they aren't just happy to be here when they make it, but they are happy in the sense that it's not a foregone conclusion that they're going to be there. So it would be cool to see them there. It would suck to go up against them. They're going to be a tough team, regardless of the whole having the world behind them. They're going to be a tough team either way. But it's cool to get this ball rolling, because soccer is normally the World Cup is during the summer, so we kind of have this dead summer where we would normally have the World Cup, but we have to wait all the way till like November for it. So
when are they going to start going back to like normalcy with that? Because obviously,
it's just this year because
what happened Qatar. In 2022?
Right? Well, 2020 was because of COVID, obviously. Yeah. This is because Qatar is where they're playing, and in the middle of June and July in Qatar, it's like 130 degrees. Ooh. So they're moving it to winter. So
that's a smart place to select, though, for the selection committee when we're doing this.
I know. It's money, bro. That oil money said, come to Qatar. That's what it said.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, so they moved it to winter so that it's only like 90 to 100 degrees instead of like 130. But
that's crazy.
It changes up everything, which kind of sucks. But it should be back in 4 years to the normal time frame, assuming they don't go back to Qatar.
Wait, 4 years. What was the cup 2 years ago?
The Euros.
maybe.
Or no, they played the World Cup in 2019 or 2021 or the Olympics or some shit.
Oh yeah,
the Summer Olympics. That's what it was.
The Olympics.
So it's pretty crazy. But let's talk a little bit about basketball. We talked about the basketball briefly because we thought we knew the matchup. We were right. We weren't as right as we thought we were because Miami made it really interesting against Boston. But we have the matchup. We have the Warriors. We have Boston. We have that superstar studded team that is back. They've been in 4 out of the last 7 or 6 or 7 finals or whatever it is. And then you have Boston, who has the most championships, has everything, has the best coach in the league. That's what I said. No, I'm not calling him the best coach in the league, but at least he's making me look good with my out of turn comment from a few weeks ago. But hey, it's proven to be. Maybe I'm just an early adopter. Okay. But
and I said Brad Stevens whenever I wrote out the only writing I've ever done for this podcast. I said Brad Stevens would go down, and he fucking laid an egg after 2018. And Marcus Smart even said, speaking of that 2018 team, that they would have beat Golden State had they beat us to go to the finals that year. So now, hey, you're fucking 4 years older, my boy. You have a couple different pieces. You don't have Kyrie, but you got who you want. You got Marcus Smart. You got fucking what's his name? Devin White.
Yeah, he's not going to be helpful.
But they have better. Who was their backup point guard? I think Marcus Smart was their backup to Kyrie. Yeah. So they have more. Kyrie wasn't really shit for them.
Right. But are you going to rely on White and Peyton Pritchard to beat the Warriors guys?
No, they didn't even need Pritchard whenever it finally came down to it the last couple games against
Pritchard is a dog though, bro.
Yeah, they were able to go off of Smart and White. White turned up in game 6. Marcus Smart turned up in game 7. So I feel like they're going to be able to really go up really well against them whenever Poole comes out. Marcus Smart's still going to be able to dog him out because Marcus Smart plays like 9 minutes a quarter. And when Devin White's out there, he's going to be able to match up well against Klay Thompson. He's not no little short kid. So I think this is going to be a great finals. I honestly have Celtics in 6 max. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I think it's going to be 5 or 6 for Celtics.
So do you think, because we saw this, and I'm just going to try to get in the head of Udoka because I don't think he's going to make necessarily the smart play, but he put Jason Tatum on Jimmy Butler throughout. And we saw Jason Tatum have some dud of a games. We saw him go over in the fourth quarters. We saw him get tired out. Is he going to put Jason Tatum on Wiggins, or is he going to try to put Jaylen Brown and have Tatum hide on somebody else for a little bit?
I don't know. That's the biggest, like, what the fuck? Like, is he going to be, are they going to be able to switch up Jaylen for fucking Tatum, and Jaylen just try to hide off on Klay and run around with Klay and then let Jaylen do all the hard work?
Well, because Jaylen's obviously not as good of a defender, but they can live with Wiggins doing things.
Yeah, they can live with having the on transition defense with Klay and then be able to find their spots. But if Wiggins is just face guarding Tatum the whole series, that's going to be a problem. It's really going to have to come down to Brown and the Williams boys and all these other guys that were able to excel against the Heat, the Horfords. Yeah. But I honestly think Tatum's going to find a way. Wiggins isn't the defensive player of the year. He's not the guy. I think Tatum's got a couple inches on him, mad reach. He'll pull up on fucking anybody. I just think Butler was just the mental, and then that's
Wiggins doesn't have that mental, huh?
Not to be guarded by. No, not like.
I mean, we saw
playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy is scary as
we saw when Wiggins was on the same team as Jimmy, and Jimmy gave him shit in the media, bro. He said how weak he was.
The practice. The elusive practice.
That's what I'm saying. He talked about how weak he was. He
got every one of them. You here, done. You here, fucking welcome to the NBA. You here, bam, should have went to the Cavs. Get the fuck out of here. It was crazy as shit. That everything that's probably a 30 for 30 that needs to happen.
Ooh,
Jimmy Butler piece, but there has to be some kind of footage, some practice film, something where he walks in and like, bitch, y'all are going to in the future go Toby over me. Let me show you why you're fucking up. You come here, bam, 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 bam. He just did everybody so fucking dirty.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I don't. There's no mental there with Andrew fucking Wiggins at all. I don't think for Jason Tatum, and I think he was kind of be able to bring it together. Game 7, texting Kobe's number, letting him know I got you, wearing his armband. And I definitely think he was able to put everything to the side and just play his game. And man, did that boy play his game. And
except the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but and that's when playoff Jimmy really came alive, and the Heat started playing Heat basketball. But I mean, it's crazy to think if Jimmy would have hit that, that crazy 3-point shot that I would have took too.
He took it in transition, which it's a tough thing because there's 14 seconds ish left on the clock, but in transition is when you get the numbers. That's the best chance they had. If they would have gotten the half court, everybody talks about the Celtics defense. I said in reactionary, I said it was a stupid shot. But when I look at it and I think about it,
I like
that's a shot he can walk into. It's a shot he can take. They still have the numbers. They could have gotten the rebound.
Exactly.
But and setting up in the half court probably would not have gotten a better shot. So yeah. I don't think it was that bad of a shot. It sucks that there was that much time left on the clock, but it doesn't matter. You hit the shot, it doesn't matter.
That's my thing. If I'm bringing the ball up, I see nobody within 8 feet of me, and 2 of my guys are in the 3-point arc already.
Yeah,
I'm taking that shot. Under 20 seconds, I'm taking that shot. I'm trying to go up 1, press them, either do the smart thing and foul and go and be down 1, going back with a chance to get the 2 for the win instead of the tie, or like you said, put that 2 up, tie the ball game if on the rebound. But who was it? Struss and somebody else was out there just fucking looking,
standing there watching the ball,
watching the fucking ball, and he was able to run in and grab the board.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we could be completely talking about something different here. But I honestly think, and a lot of stat people, a lot of experts think highly of the Celtics in this series, which sucks because I already did all my free pools for the first game, and I got the fucking Warriors doing it all.
Well, it's crazy because when you do look at the numbers, you have Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart. And apparently he held in his career, he's held Stephen Curry to 29% shooting as the primary defender. And I think that's over like 7 or 8 games. So that's pretty telling, you know, but to me, it depends on which Draymond we get, because there is a version of Draymond that makes it to where the Celtics can't play Robert Williams, can't play Al Horford, can't play these dudes. Or is it going to be the Draymond Green that lets Al Horford get out there and get boards on him and do stuff? And that would be a problem.
No, it's going to be the Draymond Green where you have to have Al Horford out here because he's the only one with the basketball IQ that's able to go up against Draymond. Greg and Robert are going to be fucking just completely flabbergasted against Draymond.
Robert won't touch the floor, bro. Like he might be out there for 2 seconds and they're going to run on him so fast that, unless Looney's out there, I guess he could play with Looney, but that's it.
No, I think Looney's going to lose his minutes. He showed up big time, but he's going to lose a lot of his minutes. Just because if they throw him out there, Robert Williams will be able to bully the fuck out of him. But no, I think they'll go with the Greg Horford. Like, yeah, Robert Williams could lose his starting spot, and could be Greg and Al down there at the bottom, and then play small ball with the Warriors. And if that's the case, Look, Draymond, I think against anybody on the Celtics, he's going to average probably 12, 13 rebounds at least in this series. But the Boston Celtics defense, they're not going to let him run the ball up. He's going to get stopped at half court. He's not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to get the easy finds to Steph, because somebody who shouldn't be running up on Draymond is when they should be crashing out to the wing on Steph or Clay or Wiggins being able to cut, and he just is Draymond being the passer he is. No, the Celtics aren't going to allow that. They have the big guys. They have the Greg Williams and the Al Horfords who are going to be able to go up and stop that shit from happening. And both them guys can play 35 minutes a game. So that's...
Well, and they'll also stand 8 feet off of him and say, we don't want you to pass the ball. We want you to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
So and see what he does.
They're going to be able to stop all that Draymond shit that he's really, really, really good at doing. And the Mavs didn't have an answer. Like, Maxey, it was good of a shooter he is. He's going to get lost in the sauce of Draymond if he
Right.
tries that shit. Porzingis isn't on the team anymore. They just didn't have an answer for it. They had our boy Finney Smith
Yeah.
trying to figure the fuck out with his ass, and we saw Draymond just doing work.
Yeah, if you don't get somebody that's smart, like that's where Draymond will kill you because he's got that. He might not have actual intelligence, but he has basketball intelligence. And no offense to Draymond, I just like to talk shit on him.
Yeah, that's why we might see
But,
Williams play in the 5 more, just so Al Horford can stick to Draymond.
well, Dre will probably play the 5 unless they decide to put Looney in there. They're gonna run with that 3 guard lineup, and then Wiggins will be the 4, and Draymond will be the 5
That
most of the time.
That's stupid.
But why is that stupid? Like
Steph, Poole, Clay,
yeah,
Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Size to the Celtics. Defensive player of the year on your best scorer. Then let's say we hide Jason Tatum on fucking Clay. So now we have Jaylen Brown running around with fucking Andrew Wiggins. He's every time Wiggins tries to come in, he's either going to fucking get his shit beat because Jaylen Brown's really good at the drive, defending the drive, or he's gonna foul him. Like we saw in the Brooklyn series, Jaylen Brown had like what 4 or 5 blocks in that series, 2 of them on Durant when he got beat for the drive. Like the kid's really
he's just
good
athletic
at
as fuck.
So if he's able to get on Andrew Wiggins and we can hide fucking Jason Tatum running around with Clay and using his length on Clay to be able to shut him down with his drive and shit, I mean, it's going to come down to Marcus Smart on Steph and then Draymond on Al Horford. And I have to give both of those statistically to the Celtics guys.
But if they put
Gators,
the only other option they have is to put Looney in because they're not going to play Wiseman. Obviously, we know that. Who's their other big guy? Bielitsa? Like he's not a big guy.
We've seen that. Like once you go big with the Celtics, then that's when they start licking their chops. They're a gator with a raw chicken leg.
Yeah, that's why I said they have to go small.
Yeah. So I don't think that Looney will come out. He's going to come out on the second team. But either way, I think the Celtics are not easily. It's going to be a series, but I think the Celtics are going to figure it out, bro. And they're going to bring that shit home.
Well, luckily
like in every matchup. Let's take Marcus Smart and 2018 Marcus Smart right now. The Warriors are probably going to win. Steph's going to get his first Finals MVP, right? But with the Marcus Smart, the way he's playing right now, and in these playoffs, coming off of his injury, able to slow it down and get the assist he is, and still able to speed it up and get back to his boards and playing aggressive on defense. He's able to change his game up in this postseason for the better. And maybe his injury able to sit back and maybe something was able to slow him down to where he's not able to be so doggish going forward. But he's been money in these playoffs.
Yeah,
on both sides of the ball.
So let's flip the question around because I agree with you. I think it's the Celtics to lose, honestly. But let's flip the thing around and let's say that 2 weeks from now the Warriors have won the championship. Why did they win the championship? Like, what is it that they would have to do? Would Steph have to just cook, or do they have another way to win?
Steph's going to have to average 35 a game.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to hit the most 3-point shots in finals history. He's going to have to fucking snap.
Yeah, which of course is not out of the realm of possibility. But the reason I asked that question is I don't see another route to the championship for them. It's Steph or bust for them. That's pretty much all they can do.
We've talked about it on this podcast all year. Draymond is all talk now, literally all talk because he has his podcast. He's on Turner. He's not the Draymond that we came to know and love. Like we actually loved Draymond back in 14 and 15 when he was sprouting up. And then he just started getting his mouth. And we're basketball fans, so we know basketball. So we always appreciated Draymond. But he never stopped that mouth, bro. Never stopped that mouth. And I can't stand the Warriors after all the fucking bouts we had with them not winning. So fuck him, fuck the Warriors. But yeah, there's no way Draymond's gonna be able to command or lead a team for a victory. Like, yes, and would the series have went different if Draymond wouldn't have suspended the game? There's probably like the prideness in me says, nah, we are still going to come back and win 3-1. But yeah, him being out probably did affect them. Absolutely. But that's not Draymond these days. Like he's not going to be able to do that on the defensive end like he used to be able to do. He's not baby Rodman anymore. He's getting older and he doesn't affect the game in that way. We look at Clay. Clay's not Clay from back in the day. And I don't think Wiggins would be able to sustain enough for a 4-game run of victories to get it done. So,
yeah.
And there's no way it would be Wiggins and Steph, the top scorers for a Golden State championship winning team. I just don't see that.
It's crazy because the odds.
That could be a route too, right? Just Steph and Wiggins being the new Batman and Robin for that team.
As long as Steph is one of the options. It's just if Steph is averaging 12 to 15 points a game, no chance. They have no chance.
I think even if he is averaging 20-25, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Like we see the Celtics are going to score at least 110 a game if they want to. Like they were playing the fucking Heat, putting up the triple digits.
Yeah.
The Heat.
That's true.
The Heat make you look like you're watching 90s basketball. You're like, damn, they only got 80 points and there's fucking 3 minutes left in the game. This is crazy.
But the Warriors have done it before. They've done it again. They have the experience on their side. Obviously, when young Jason Tatum and young Jaylen Brown and young Marcus Smart got sent home the way they did in their miracle run, that was their kind of experience moment. But this is going to be a new experience, and it's something that the big three for the Warriors, Curry, Clay, and Draymond have been at. So, and of course, Steve Kerr's been there. Like they've all been there, so they know.
And the last 3 years, the teams that knocked them out of the playoffs, the Nets, the Bucks, and the Heat, the last 3 years, 21, 20, and 19, since that 2018 run, they beat all of them to get to the finals this year. Right. So they really are on a revenge tour.
But they haven't played this Warriors team. So
but I don't think this Warriors team is this Warriors team. I think they would be playing the Suns if the Suns didn't.
Well, they would have been for sure. We would have won in 5 easy. But hey, whatever, man. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right?
Yeah.
But experience matters. You know, it really does in the finals, and it has in the past. But defense also matters, and the Warriors don't play that defense. The Celtics do. So I think it's going to be a pretty big margin. But the Celtics know how to keep the game close. So you'll have some exciting games to watch for sure, regardless of how it goes. They do blow people out, but then they give it back in the fourth quarter and make it close. So it'll be fun. The last thing I want to talk about is LAFC. Yes, we're doing it, but I have some things to talk about with LAFC. First of all, you want the good or the bad?
Bad.
Or I guess, I mean, it's not bad. The controversial, good or controversial?
Controversy.
So, as we all know, LAFC lost to the LA Galaxy in the US Open Cup. Well, the fans were pissed. The fans were very mad because it didn't look like we wanted to win. We didn't do what it took to win. We didn't play the right people. We didn't play the right people. It looked like we were focused on the league, which is fine if you're not playing Carson, right? Yeah. Well, this last game against San Jose, the 32-52 decided to protest. So they stayed 100% quiet for the first, I think it was like 10 minutes of the game. So no chants, no nothing, no cheers. They sat quietly for the first like 10 minutes of the game and like protest to the way our front office. Jeez, Cola is like, stop that, son. So is he really just, do you see the light like doing the,
was he going for it?
He keeps knocking it forward and I have to push it back up. So what do you think about that? What do you think of telling the front office, like, yo, this is enough. We got to start trying to beat Carson every chance you get. And we're not proud of it. We're not happy.
I love it. That's definitely, soccer is one of the more fan driven sports in all aspects, in all leagues. They're like everywhere in any league, there's chants, there's dedicated fans. You don't find that in football. You don't find that in basketball. You usually find it in a playoff atmosphere when it comes to other sports and stuff.
Right.
But in soccer, it's just fucking night and day. Going to a soccer game is really an experience. And each soccer team has these dedicated fans that are kind of boxed up and lead the whole stadium. And these fans pay shit tons of money some of them sponsor shit. They try to help out as much as they can, giving their money up to help the team in any way they can. A lot of these fans are really dedicated with their chants and their pocketbooks. And it speaks volumes, I think. And I really hope the organization hears it. That's crazy that they did that. And I agree with it. Like I said, the refs didn't really want you guys to win either. But at the end of the day, as fans, you know, like, hey, we really went out there and just laid an egg, not giving a fuck. We're in first place. We're easily going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
We have a chance no matter what. We're playing the scum of the scum. We're playing Dear Darla. You're the scum between my toes. We're playing the scum in between our toes. And we can't, yeah, I agree 1,000%. Like the Jaguars, we know historically when the Colts come to Jacksonville, we play our fucking A game. They haven't won in like 6-7 years.
Right.
And that's one thing we can always lead like put our hats on. Like, listen, when we play in our fucking division, you get the best team we fucking got. And that's all I can ask for. It's hard to play out of the division. You already get smacked in your mouth when you play the Chiefs and all these other teams. But when you're in your division, you really want to fucking deal with it. And when there's these guys trying to use the same damn city as you, when they don't fucking live there, they don't play there, it's got to be really fucking annoying for the fans. And I can appreciate the fuck out of it. And hopefully, it's been 2-3 days since the game?
Since the San Jose game, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully the team will release a statement saying, we heard you, we got you, fuck Carson.
Well, now on to the good news. They didn't release a statement or nothing that regarded the Carson game. But what they did do is they said, yo, we are trying for championships, bro. We went and we signed Giorgio Chiellini, which if you don't know soccer, you don't know soccer, you might not know who he is. But if you know soccer or anything about the Italianos, yeah.
Hey, Giorgio!
He is by far the most illustrious player we've ever had. No offense to Carlos Vela.
I'm drinking vino too.
No offense to Carlos Vela, but Chiellini is the best player we will have ever had. He plays defense, but he is the captain with the band of the Italian national team. He's the captain of Juventus. He is the league or the franchise leader in appearances for Juventus, for consecutive starts, for all that crap. He's fifth for the Italy national team in all those stats. So when you talk about a leader in the locker room, he's going to be it. He's retiring from international play, so he's done with Italy. He's obviously done with Juventus because he's coming to us. He is a defender, so he's not going to put up the goals and all that stuff, but he will be the greatest defender probably that the MLS has ever seen. I think he's only 37 years old, so he's old, but capable for MLS for sure. Yeah. And he's going to be the leader. Like, yeah, Vela might still be the captain, but you're bringing in the captain of the Italian national team, not a guy that played on the Mexican team and wasn't even the captain. So he's going to be the best guy we've ever had, and I'm excited for it.
And we're actually spending that money that we gave Rocio for. So
yeah, it's about really time.
Fucking dope. Yeah.
So it's going to be huge, dude. He's like Simon on steroids. It's going to be amazing.
That's dope.
I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, so. That's for what, 2-3 weeks for that to all play.
Well, the Juventus season just ended. We have to wait on their transfer windows because I think he has to come with a transfer and then we have to sign him off of the transfer. So it'll probably be about a month from now. But yeah, so that'll be really exciting. He gets to retire and play in the retirement league, but hey, he's still going to be good. I hope I'm capable at 37 to do some stuff. So listen, like he starts for the Italian national team and wears the captain's band. He's going to be fine in the MLS. Don't worry about age. Don't worry about all that. He's going to be more than fine, even though they lost to Argentina today. But I'm really excited for it. He's gonna change that locker room completely, and you're not going to see those games where we lay an egg. Between Crepo, the goalie, and now him, it's going to be hype city, and they're not going to let people rest.
And you get the best player that LAFC has ever seen on the roster and you also still free up the field for your best offensive weapon in Carlos Vela. That's huge.
Yeah. So it's going to be really exciting. I think he's going to fit right in really nicely. Because Segura, who knows what's going to happen with Segura? You know, he tore his or Achilles or MCL or whatever he did.
Yeah.
So to have Fall and Chiellini next to each other and send those wingers up again, it's going to be Lock City. So, and we might even go to a 3-man back once Segura does come back in, and just have those 2 wingers really push forward, because we'll be able to. So it's exciting. What else do we have going on? There is a lot of just piss poor news in the world. And it's just sad, because you know what they say, like how when it rains, it pours, things come in threes, all this stuff. Well, we had another sports death happen. Marion Barber died. He's only 38 years old. We were just talking about 37-year-old Chiellini. So the former running back, Marion Barber, died today. So it's huge. We had a death, I think it was last week or a little later on in the week, the defensive back. I forget his name. Sorry, I need to find that, because I don't want to just leave him off the thing here. Do you know his name?
No.
Dang, that sucks.
But yeah,
I'll try to find it.
It's crazy. 38 found in his home. It's just another one of those weird things, just gone too soon, and it sucks, man. It I guess it's one of the things that we're starting to understand is life, but it's one of the things that you'll never really be able to live with. Like 38 years old is fucking nothing, dude. Like it's nothing. And it sucks, man. Probably has a family, all that stuff. So thoughts and prayers to them. It sucks, dude. Especially these guys. Another one of these guys that we grew up watching.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really
the other guy, by the way, was Jeff Gladney, the Cardinals cornerback. He's only 25 years old. So it just sucks that they come in bunches too, bro. But yeah, I remember watching Barber on the Cowboys, and I guess he was the Bears too. I don't remember that, but like it's crazy to see these dudes that are our age going down for any reason, whatever it happens to be. It smacks you in the face, man. life is short, life is fleeting, it's fragile, and it's pretty crazy
for sure.
But I just wanted to shout those guys out, because we don't like to leave them off in the ether. We want to make sure that they're heard and that they're shouted out. But going forward, I mean, there's sports coming up. There are the hockey finals. We didn't actually talk about those, but they're in the semifinals right now, and shit is heating up. We got the 2 next stars, Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid, playing each other in the Western Finals. The first game one
last night was fucking crazy. That game last night was crazy,
and it's only going to get more nuts. The Lightning dropped game 1 to the Rangers pretty bad. I think it was like 5-2 or something like that. So it's heating up already. You got to expect the Lightning to snap back. They're the 2-time defending champs, but that Western one, if you're one of those players that say, or guys that say hockey's boring, hockey doesn't score enough, hockey, the same arguments you have for soccer, watch that Western Finals. You'll change your life. It's going to be a lot of goals, and it's fun. It's the next 2 guys. If you think what's going to happen to hockey after Crosby and Ovechkin retire, these 2 guys are what's going to happen to hockey. So it's really fun. They both got a goal in game 1. So they're not going to disappoint at all. It's really exciting.
Yeah, I was watching that game while we were at the bar playing pool and darts. And literally every time I looked back at the fucking screen, another goal was being scored. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was crazy. 4-7. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And it ended up being 8-6, right?
Yeah,
it was.
They scored an empty netter, so it was close the whole way, and
it was insane. Yeah. It was absolutely incredible, fun to watch.
Yeah. So, and then the last thing, do you want to speak? I saw on your Facebook, is that vote for your boy still going on? Like, can you still vote for him? No, I mean, I know we don't have a ton of listeners, but
it was only 24 hours now.
Damn, did he win?
I have no idea.
Well, I was gonna let you say to vote for
Yeah,
Garrett,
nah,
but
he was behind.
too bad. Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna get out of here, but I wanted to get out of here by shouting out the old guys as my cat continues to attack this fucking light. The old guys, me and Seal are getting old, and you might think your life's coming to an end.
He's in the lead though.
Of oh, he is nice of old age, but Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers to continue to defy age. They win the match against Mahomes and Allen today. I'm just gonna leave the
Did
light
it,
like
you
this. I don't
won.
give a fuck. He won.
You won.
I won.
You said that the old heads would win. I called the young heads.
Oh yeah. So the old guys did their thing. All four of them actually looked better than I expected them to look, which was kind of fun. But yeah, so shout out to old guys. If you think you're old, that doesn't mean you're done. Me and Seal are just getting started. And you guys need to just get started as well if that's what you're doing, or continue on. If hopefully continue on. But if you are lazy like me and Seal have been the last few years, get back started, get back in your thing. Age is just a number. We used to think 50 was old back in the day. Now 50 is spry and happy and run around. So you're never too old to get started. So get started, get it done. And as always, be a stud, not a scrub.